Alright, welcome back to another video. It's August 9 today. So, today and tomorrow are just kind of going to be project days for me, along with chores. Every year, sometime in August, Mom and Dad kind of take a 2-day vacation. So Mom and Dad help with morning chores, and then tonight, my sister and brother-in-law are going to help with chores, same with tomorrow, and then that night as well. So, kind of 2 to 3 chore times they missed to take a vacation. So yeah. So, that just leaves me here on the farm today. My sister and brother-in-law don't live on the farm. They both have other full-time jobs. So they're happy to help when Mom and Dad go on vacation. But yeah, just me here today. So, first job that I'm going to get started on for the day. So we have dry care that we put on the end of the stalls. I like to try and do it every day. I don't quite get to doing it every day, unfortunately. But we're going to put a little bit of that dry care on the end of the stalls. It just helps with udder health. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to put some shavings on the stalls as well. Let's get started. And there you go. Shavings and dry care on the end of every stall. So you saw I ran around at the end with the fork, just to stir it in and mix everything in. So yeah, it's crazy. By the time the cows go out tonight, this will pretty well all be gone. Alright, I just threw down a small square bale of straw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of straw in the gutter all over here. We only run out gutters every other day in the summer when the cows go in and out. Pretty well the tie stall functions as a parlor during the summer. The cows only come in to be milked, and then they go back outside to pasture. So yeah, I'm going to cut it open. I'm going to put straw in the gutter. And there you go. I finished things off by putting what was left of the straw on the front of the stalls. 20 minutes of time sure goes a long way. Yeah, really wish I could say I do this every day, but I don't. When we get busy with haylage and whatnot, it doesn't happen. So, but yeah, whatever works. That's all the stalls dealt with. So 62 stalls in this barn, but we are milking pretty well 70 cows right now. So busy, but it works. Alright, the next job we're going to work on is this feed bin here. This is bin number 2. The slider on it fell open and it made a little bit of a mess. We're going to get that closed and pick up the pile of feed. Yeah. Initially, Mom asked what projects I wanted to work on while they were gone. I said I'm not going to tell them. I said they're going to have to see what I did. And I said I guess we'll see. If you notice it, it was a good job to do, and if you didn't notice it, then I don't have to do it. This one, I'm sure will be noticed. It's not on the job list, but it was pointed out earlier this week. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. There you go. There's the pile cleaned up and the door set on the bottom of the bin. Fun fact, this bin pad is built on the base of an old silo. The last little bit of the old silo came down a couple years ago. We took it down, but my grandfather already had tore 90% of it down years ago. But you just see the little base of it kind of run along there. Could still measure and figure out what it was. I believe it was a 14-foot silo, 14 feet in diameter, if not a 12, but not very big. Yeah, so it's not like we ever had the option to use it. Like, it was never here for us to use. If it was still here, maybe we could have built it taller, put a silo and loader in it, but it really wouldn't have held a lot of feed. So for years now, we've just had bins on this pad. So yeah, tore down that small silo, and then he built a 16 by 65, which held way more feed. So he built that one there. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Alright, so another odd job that I usually do. We have this tip tank out here. The idea is, so you see how you get all this stuff in the water. So the idea is, pull the handle up here, you tip the water all out. Generally I kind of do it twice, just get all the stuff out. But you can see here, gets built up on the tank. I want to get all that off, so I'm going to go ahead and scrape everything off, scrub away at it with some soap and a brush. Should come off pretty easy. Alright, there you go. Much improved. The sides are hard to get with the brushes, but it looks a whole lot better. I can always come out with the power washer if I have it going for another job and power wash it out. But yeah, there you go. It's a whole lot better than what it was. Alright, it's just after 2 o'clock now. We got the cows coming in. See, Luna here just doubled up. Tried sharing the stall with Gracie. I don't like it when cows double up, so I'll have to sort that out after. We got another one trying to do it again. Oh well, it is what it is. It takes a little bit of sorting time after. But yeah, all the cows are coming in. I mixed a load of TMR and put it down in the barn so they can eat while they're in here. Yeah, takes a little bit of time to get them all in when it's just me. So I'm letting them in at 2, and then I have some time to start mixing feed before milking as well. So yeah, there we go. Just got a couple of fetched cows every time we let cows in that we gotta get. This morning we had 7/10 of an inch of rain. So I'm looking at the pasture here too while I'm getting them to see if we should let cows out on here tonight or not. It's relatively dry at the back, but it's always at the front where they like to walk, where it'll be a little muddier or a little more slick. Yeah, I just don't like to see the cows out in the mud. But it doesn't look bad. We might end up working up the pasture with the harrows, and then we'll see what we do from there. Alright, I got all the cows in. Actually, I'm going to push them all on. I'm going to turn on the tunnel fans. There's automatic and on. I like to keep them all on, that way they don't switch off even if the temperature drops. You can see 79 degrees in here. So yeah, there are 68 milking cows right now. Every cow is a stall, and there is 6 cows in the box stall between the 2 pens. So yeah, There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna wind up windows. There you go, I got the windows all up and the fans going. Yeah, there's 2 cows in this box stall, 4 in this one. Yeah, 68 is pretty well. That's it for how many we can milk, and still let the cows in and out like this when it's hot out. Yeah. If we had more heifer space, we wouldn't need this pen for calves, but heifer space is full too. So otherwise now we could maybe milk 70, but yeah. We have milked 70 before, it's just then we can't let them all in early, and yeah, so anyway, it's almost 3 o'clock now. Takes quite a bit to let all the cows in by yourself and then do the windows, but pretty particular too. If I wasn't so particular, it wouldn't take so long. But yeah, see there, nice uddered cows. Yeah, same with this one, a lot of milk in that cow. Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't get to milk cows too much because generally I'm feeding cows. Dad and I do all the feeding versus kind of everyone that comes around, the hired help. They all know how to milk cows, so yeah. Feeding's probably a little harder than milking cows just because of the silo and loaders and that ramp outside to get in and out of the barn. So that's why we taught people to do that. But there you go. Alright, we've been working up the pasture. You can see how level and smooth that all is. It's all pretty dry except for up here. But yeah, it's not horrible up here, especially once it's all leveled out now. Then it'll dry out a lot quicker. Yeah, it was a little unfortunate. You can see all the green in here. This side was starting to grow stuff again, mostly weeds. Yeah, tearing it all up to try and help everything dry out. Alright, we're feeding cows now. Yeah, we got 7/10 of an inch of rain this morning. In this setup, when you get a lot of rain, the feed doesn't like to slide down off the elevator onto the conveyor nice, so it'll bunch up, makes a mess. So that's kind of why things are looking the way they're looking, how the feed's feeding out. Yeah, it is what it is. If you ignore it, do a little bit of forking at the end, it's fine. But just you can kind of see how rough the feed is going in. Because of that, it doesn't feed out smooth. But yeah, we're gonna dump 3 loads of feed in here tonight. Then we're gonna let the cows out. It's a little wet through here, but further back in there it's fine. See, we got a heifer out. Heifer went into milk cow pasture. It's the same one, she always says it, number 71. Yeah. Can't find a hole in the fence. We think she just jumps it every time or something, but it's not a big deal. Yeah. There you go. That I was talking about, how the feed kind of bunches up. Kind of creates a pile here you gotta fork up, as well as that one, but it is what it is. Alright, we finished milking cows now. You can see those are the box stall cows, they're all outside. There's another one. Or the other two anyway. So yeah, all the box stall cows are outside that were milked. they're eating right away. We are getting a little cramped for feed bunk space too, so it's really nice. These 6 can go outside, they can all eat. They'll go to pasture and lay down, and then we'll let out the next 62, and then they'll all fit around. Yeah, I really like milking cows now. At one point I didn't, but I do, but this is just generally what I get to do, a lot of feeding cows. So yeah, Dad and I have pretty well put all the hours on this TMR cart. Yeah, Mom doesn't do a lot of feeding. She does way more milking than feeding. Yeah. There you go. So that's load number 2. We're gonna mix another load now. Alright, it's the next day now. It's 5:30. You can see the cows are out on pasture. We're just about to let them in. We're running out the grain buggy right now to put some top dress in the feed alley for them. And then we'll get them all in the barn. So yeah, another good day. We'll have some more chore help today too, this morning, but there's a lot more to do on a Saturday morning. But yeah, more help. We're gonna have 4 people in the barn this morning, so things should go pretty quick. Anyway, let's get to it. Cows are always pretty good about coming in the morning too, without having to fetch them. There's always a couple you gotta fetch in the morning, unless you wait a little bit, but I like to get them all in, so I'll walk and I'll fetch the last 5. But yeah, they'll just keep coming through the door one at a time, and they'll run down the barn and they'll find a stall. This side isn't too happy with me right now because I haven't given them their pellets yet, so I'm gonna go do that. But you can see the other side, they're all hopping on. Morning. So yeah, anyway. Alright, there you go. We're getting the last couple to go in the barn. You can see this morning I do have to feed the heifer barn some more TMR. But yeah, they're all coming in. Just getting the last couple. Alright, so morning chores are done. My sister today looked after getting the stalls ready. We were working on a car over in the garage this morning after chores, so yeah. But we must be doing something right. We had the highest milk pickup all of this month this morning, so yeah, you can see she even worked at kind of scraping off some of the manure off the path here. So yeah, there we go. You can see the cows have already been out for a couple hours, and you can see there's a couple eating at the bunk still. But yeah, most of them are laying down, and there you go. But we're gonna get started on projects again this afternoon. We'll see what we get up. Alright, so see over here we have a big manure pile. I had it all cleaned up this spring, but when we have no fields to spread manure on, this is where we pile our manure. Yeah, we're pretty well right on the rock here. There's only a couple inches of topsoil. So we pile all our manure here because nothing grows good here. You can see there's a hayfield over there. Yeah, that's what this field's for. But we gotta push it up so there's more room, and also it sits by a pipeline. You can see the stakes over there. The pipeline people requested that we push it up. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, there you go. I wrapped around the pile the whole way, pushed it up once, and then I worked on this back half again. Mainly because this is where we're spreading most of our manure, piling it. So really want to do a nice job and have room for a lot of manure in here. Yeah. Pretty big pile. Yeah, all of the manure from all the animals on the farm goes here from really May to August. We gained a lot of room at the front too, pushing it up. Yeah. There you go, you can see we started about here and we're pushed up to there, so there's room for a lot more loads of manure in here now. Alright, the last job we're going to get started on before we clean the heifer barn and do night chores is the other week I dug a line for this cable to go to the fuel tank. So yeah, we put the cable in. I was hoping the electrician would have maybe come to hook it up yet, but he has not had any time to. Very busy guy. So what we're doing, we're leaving enough wire on each end so that he can wire things up. You can see there's lots here to go into the fuel pump. It's not a big deal, and there's lots over there. So we're gonna bury the line in here and then we'll be good. There you go, there's that hole filled back in. This side's a little on the messier side still. And I did leave the line out here and it dug under there. That way the electrician can do what he wants to do over there after. But this side here is really neat, tidy and level. So might have to come back in there at some point. But this side had less sod. The clumps of sod are really messing with it. I did fill in this little hole here too with the shovel. So yeah, just gotta let the grass grow again, but it's not a big deal. I really don't care about the grass. That's why I just ripped it up with the loader tractor. Initially they wanted to get it hand dug, but the one afternoon I just went ahead and dug it with the loader tractor because it would have taken a long time to dig. I don't know, it's probably 30 feet by hand, 6 inches deep. Would have taken a lot longer than 20 minutes to fill in and half an hour to dig. Yeah, digging around the sop and for the fuel tank was enough work in itself. There we go. Alright, I'm cleaning out the heifer barn now. Yeah, my brother-in-law is running out a load of feed out of the power silo. Showed him how to do that. He's running out about 300, 400 kilos of haylage to feed the heifers with. That will blend corn silage in with, or mix rather. Yeah. Good. Once I'm done this, we'll have to start milking cows. Yeah. Been a good day. Alright, chores are done now. I milk cows with mom and dad fed cows. My sister and brother-in-law fed calves and they helped milk a little bit and fed grain and all that. We have a lot of new calves to feed and a lot of calves to robot train. So they helped out a lot with that. They also worked in the barn scraping off that path a little bit. So yeah, I did get a lot done but over the past 2 days, but there was a lot more I wanted to do. One of the things was this cow breast. It generally plugs into here and it rotates. We had the control box here, but it got knocked off. All the wires pulled out of it. We got it rewired, my uncle and I did when my uncle was here. It's rewired, has to get put back on the post, and there's a little bit of rewiring to do up there. Then we'll be good. I just didn't find time for that. But yeah, Dad is hauling out the load of manure right now. So You'll see the nicely pushed up manure pile down the road. I did kind of expect that Mom and Dad would be home a little later, but no, they came home in time for night chores. Whatever. We were set to do it without them, but I guess they wanted to come home early, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of been the past 2 days. It's been pretty chopped up. Yeah, I didn't show a lot of milking, just because of how busy I was when we milk cows. There's just not a lot of downtime, so it is what it is. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Milking cows, something I didn't enjoy as a kid a lot. That's why I learned to feed cows, but now I like milking cows a lot, but I just don't get to do it a lot just because I feed cows. So it is what it is. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Figured I'd kind of give you a end off video clip of night check. See all the cows running around out here. See, there's daiquiri by the cow brush. I'll have to get that thing fixed, but they still use it. It just doesn't turn, so they have to kind of do the work for it. See how she has the rubber head on it, but they still really enjoy it. Look at her go. Look at that happy cow. And yeah, there's still some by the bunk eating feed. No. You can see even some cows over there. We had that area fenced off, but I guess it's no longer fenced off because they're now in there, but it's nice and dry in there, so we're not really worried about that. When we get a lot of rain, it isn't, but the rain we had dried up pretty quick. There you go. It's a happy cow, that's for sure. She calved, what, a week ago with twin beef calves. Yeah, our close-up pen right across the alley here. So our close-up cows get to watch all the milk cows play with the brush. So generally they find it pretty quick after they calve.